I remember when I was a kid, the first time I fell in love with the Northern Lights. You know, it was in that one movie where they sing about hot chocolate on a train very enthusiastically, and it was probably the first time I discovered what an aurora borealis is. According to dictionary.com, the aurora borealis is the shimmering display of lights that sometimes appears in Earth's northern hemisphere. It's an electric phenomenon that happens when the sun's particles hits the Earth's magnetic field. And I've always dreamt of seeing them, and though they appeared in North America this year, I was conveniently never in the right place to see them. Which brings us to our journey to Iceland with Expedia. We're road tripping from Reykjavik to Vik, and since there was a chance I wouldn't be able to see the Northern Lights at all during my time there, I was also excited to see the animals, the waterfalls, maybe experience some snow and visit the coastline, see the black sand beaches. But hopefully, I'm looking forward to fulfilling my childhood dream of seeing the Northern Lights. Let's go!
So before we go, I gotta pack. I have to make sure I have all my necessities, like my chargers, my passport, the international driver's permit I just got, and I need to make sure that all my hotels, my accommodations are confirmed. And this time around, I booked my accommodations through Expedia, who is graciously the partner of today's video. I'm very excited to be bringing you Expedia travel shops, where you can look at my recommendations for hotels across the world for your upcoming trip. On my Expedia travel shop, I have 5 collections, and I found some of my favorite places based on vibes, like if you want more of a cottage environment or an upscale hotel in city center, and also based on amenities, if you want a spa or a pool. I actually have the hotel that I booked on here for this upcoming trip, and I found and curated a selection of hotels with different price points. And a spoiler for next year, I'm actually planning on traveling to Asia for a month. I'm so excited, it's kind of nuts. And the 3 cities that are concrete definitely going to are Tokyo, Hanoi, and Seoul. And I've already started looking for hotels on Expedia, and I have some of them saved on my travel shop. Expedia is great if you want to stay updated and be notified when there is an amazing deal on a hotel. And I'm so excited to see my accommodations in Iceland. But before we go, we have to cue the packing montage. Let's go. In terms of clothes, it's gonna be pretty cold. Actually, it's not too bad, but I am mostly packing sweaters. And the biggest wardrobe update I made for this trip, I finally bought a pair of hiking shoes. I feel like the climates of where I grew up and also the trailheads I hiked, I could get away with wearing running shoes. And I have hiked one too many times in this pair of Converse, which don't worry, I'll be bringing because I feel like they're my signature pair of shoes. But I am going on an ice cave tour in Vik. I don't want to be slipping and sliding everywhere. And last but not least, I'm bringing a lot of Asian food. Instant rice, seaweed, canned kimchi, spicy ramen. I'm just balling on a budget, okay? And also, I tend to miss home-cooked meals a few days into a trip, so this will be perfect for a late-night snack. And if you're like, Lynn, that's a lot of food, I mean, I am gonna be there for a week and a half, and at least my luggage will come back a little bit lighter, you know? For camera equipment, I am bringing way more than I usually ever do while I'm traveling, but I do have a lot of specific shots in mind that I want to get during this trip. We're off to the airport. I'm kind of worried that my luggage is gonna be over 50 pounds. Bye-bye, Kayla. I'll see you soon. Meow.
Okay, we are here. Finally made it out of the airport. It's 8:30. Oh my gosh, it's still dark. It is 8:20 a.m. The sun doesn't rise for another couple hours. The person at the rental car company said that I was brave for traveling here by myself and driving a car. I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, 50 minutes. I didn't bring utensils, but this is not my first rodeo. Hotel room came with exactly 2 coffee stirrers, chopsticks, babes. Oh yeah. Hello everyone, I drove safely. It was a 43-minute car ride, but it felt really long because I was so tired. But I drove safely and I'm in my hotel. I immediately changed into my pajamas because I need to sleep. Even though it's now 10 a.m. in Iceland, I did not sleep at all on the plane. I slept maybe 35 minutes and it's 5 a.m. in New York right now, which means I have been awake for over 24 hours. Damn, y'all thought this vlog was gonna be cinematic, huh? At first I was like, I feel kind of bad that I'm not going out to do things today because I'm sleep deprived, and usually I would just push through it. But my body can't do that anymore because I'm getting older. I'm only 23, but like I can't do that. Red-eye flights or 24-hour all-nighter stuff. No. Also in Iceland, there's only 5 to 6 hours of daylight at the moment. I want to be awake for all of it tomorrow when it's a bit warmer. Anyways, here's the room. I kind of made a mess already with all my luggage out, and the view is actually quite nice. Oh, look at the sunrise. I can't believe I'm inside. But you can see the mountain range. Whoa, like that is so beautiful. Good morning, Iceland, and good night to Lynn. I am going to sleep. See you on the flip side. I woke up and I got some dinner and now it's 9 p.m. I do feel well rested, and I thought I would just stay in for the night because there's not a huge chance of aurora being very strong. So this is the aurora forecast for today. You can see that there's not a ton of cloud coverage, but it's predicted to be quite low, the intensity. However, today is the clearest day. Every other day is going to be cloudy. There's going to be snowstorms. I'm just going to take a chance and I'm going to drive out to a viewing spot. There's a parking lot by a lake, 30 minutes out, not too far. Let's go. Whew. This is so crazy. I think something I knew going in is that I had to take a chance that I would not see any of the northern lights while I'm here. I'm crossing my fingers. I get at least a glimpse. Okay, I can see why the rental car person was like, you're brave for coming here alone, because driving here, dang, it just like got dark out of nowhere and it really looked like I was just driving into the abyss, but I can see so many stars.
Are you from here?
No, I'm from the States.
Which part?
I live in New York. Oh, this is my first day.
The first day?
Yeah, but the rest of the week is supposed to be cloudy. Yeah. Is it cold for you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool too.
See? Yes.
Oh, it's coming out. Wow. Oh, you're right today too.
Just an hour ago.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Pick up the car like 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago, wow. This first night, I did not expect to see any auroras at all. So when I did, I was so pleasantly surprised. I just immediately reached for my phone, which has the 3-second long exposure to capture it. They were still pretty faint to the naked eye. The way they're shot in the photos was not how they appeared in real life. And in between the 3 times I went aurora chasing, I learned how to adjust my FX3 settings to capture the northern lights. I'll be sure to link the YouTube channel who helped me out. Shout out to Alistair. And for being my first day in Iceland, I was pretty content and one step closer to my dreams. I had some pretty slow, relaxing days in Reykjavik. On one day, I started the day quite late, so I decided to just go on a photo walk and explored parts of town. That way, you'll get to see the full photo walk in a future video. And fun fact, I've never been to a spa or gone a massage, so I felt like going to Sky Lagoon was a must, and it was honestly life-changing. I get it, y'all. I get it now. The naturally hot water really healed something inside of me. I felt like I was Link in The Legend of Zelda when you step into one of the hot springs. If you know, you know. And I just tend to be bad at giving myself space to do self-care activities like this. So these few days that I took slower were really good. Good morning, everyone. I am heading to Selfoss today because it's gonna be sunny. It is 9:10 and I woke up pretty early because I wanted to head out and be there in time for the sunrise. The sky is already waking up, but hopefully I'll get there before it turns all the pastel colors. And even though it's gonna be a clear, beautiful, sunny day and you'll be able to see the entire horizon, it's also terribly windy, and I have experience driving in extreme winds, so I think I'll be fine. But I definitely need to find some gloves or something at a tourist stop since I'll be handling my cameras and my phalanges are gonna freeze off. I'll see you there. Let's go. Hello, we are here. None of the clothing stores open for another 45 minutes, so I'm gonna go get some coffee. Okay, so we actually have another hour to drive. Made a rookie mistake, but I'm still gonna go to the sporting outdoor shop so I can get gloves, maybe a beanie, and then we'll hit the road again. While the subject of the video is chasing the northern lights, we have to also pay homage to the TLC song and chase some waterfalls. In just 2 hours out of Reykjavik, Seljalandsfoss is the perfect waterfall to visit. Let's go! Goddamn.
that I can't seem to find. When I go to reach it, just leaves my mind. Waking with a note. How could a poem hold the way I see your soul?
Whoa! That's sick.
All the
This is
all the feeling, all the wonder of your being. I slip into a cold and step outside. Dark and quiet road appears out of the smoke. It leads me to a valley, a secret emerald grove of cedar trees and pines. I walk for miles and miles. All the color, all the feeling, all the wonder of your being.
I just got finished with the waterfall, so I'm gonna drive back now to the hotel, look at the footage, get some rest, and then I'll eat dinner. And then later tonight, the northern lights are supposed to be quite active and it's gonna be clear, so I'm gonna stay up late and see if I can catch them. That night, I drove out 20 minutes from my hotel, so it was a bit closer than the last time, and I had set up my camera, I was ready to go, I was testing out my shots, and I ran into two major hiccups. So one being, it was not going to be bright enough, the auroras, to shoot on a high shutter speed, and two, it was going to be extremely windy. And for you to shoot on a lower shutter speed, you need to make sure your camera is just completely still. It was indeed a battle of the elements, and I lost very badly. For a while, I would stay outside with my tripod and just hold it down to make sure it didn't move, but then eventually I got too cold and my tripod ended up falling over, even though I tried to weigh it down so I can go inside to warm up in my car. And as you can tell, because I'm literally traveling by myself, I don't get scared in the dark easily, but the wind with it howling, I got spooked, y'all. I got spooked. So eventually I had to tap out. The footage I did manage to capture, the auroras came off really faint, but they were still really pretty to watch in real life. I just wish that it wasn't so windy. But don't worry, we have one more chance very soon. Good morning, everyone. We are off to Vik, so that's right by where the waterfalls were that I visited a few days ago, and it's a bit slippery there, so it snowed past couple of days. Drive really carefully, and I'll see you there. I'll make a pit stop in Selfoss again, and hopefully we'll be there before sunsets. Here, guys. I feel like I'm gonna be blown over. But it's so pretty.
Flea and Vic. I'm at the Black Beach Suites, which I'm so happy I booked because the view is gorgeous and it's perfectly situated for the Northern Lights. Before we talk about that, I got some groceries and bought some more winter gear. Look at this hat. Also a tragedy, I lost my gloves that I got at the store in Selfoss, and I literally love those gloves so much I went back to see if I can get another pair, but they were closed because it's Sunday. So I got a different pair. They're not the same, but they will do. And since I have a kitchen, I bought a bunch of groceries a couple of days ago when I tried to see the Northern Lights and capture them again. Too windy, and I did not come prepared. I thought that that was gonna be the most active night for the Northern Lights here, but the forecast just changed, and where my hotel is perfectly situated where you can see the southern coast, obviously, and then right outside my door is the north. And if I ever get too cold or if I need a break, I can just go inside my car or come back in here. Yay, I'm really crossing my fingers. Eee!
I'm literally camping out right outside my door and letting my camera record the lights. I just made ramen. It's so gorgeous to watch it in real time and see how it looks on the camera too. Oh my goodness.
Truck, so it is very cozy, even with the bumps.
Wow, this is kind of nuts. I really love going out and doing things myself, but something I did want to book a tour for and have a guide was to visit an ice cave. We took a 30-minute ride from town across some snowy plain to the foot of a glacier. And after a short hike uphill, we were able to step foot into naturally formed ice caves by wind and water. And more of them are forming because the glacier is melting at an accelerated rate every single year. So while the ice caves were undoubtedly beautiful, it also just made me a little bit concerned for the state of our Earth.
Go deeper. Now in the front, go forward. Because the air can only get behind, let's say, one turn. Just
On my last day, I had to make it out to the coastline and see the black sand beach. It was a warmer day, and by warmer I just mean above freezing, so I got to reflect a little bit while taking in some very scenic shots of the beach and how grateful I am for this trip. And if you'd like to take a trip to Iceland and maybe stay where I stayed or just check out my recommendations, my Expedia travel shop, you can access it via the link in my description box or scan this QR code here. And thank you so much Expedia for letting me chase the northern lights and for sponsoring this video. I appreciate y'all so much. And of course, thank you to y'all for watching. I hope you liked the video and I look forward to our travels together in the future. Bye!